it that it seems like everything we do falls into an us versus them situation? There's an us versus them almost adversarial relationship at time with students. That's not good. There's an us versus them relationship with parents. That's not good. The us versus them situation with administration. That's not good. None of that's good. Why are we like that? It's like trying to make our jobs separate from who we really are. But the job is part of you. And with that job come students and parents and administrators. We are a team. Students, parents, teachers, administrators. We all have the same goal, and that's the student's success. Now sometimes the student fights against that goal, but it's up to us to keep them on track. And it's up to us working together as a team, working together collaboratively in order to get the best opportunities for learning, the best opportunities for growth, the best opportunities for our students to be the best they can be. I encourage you to start realizing that we're all on the same team. Students and teacher. One of the things I do, and I tell my students, first week of school or so, we are on the same journey of life. Now we're at different places on the road, but we're definitely on the same journey. Is it starts to let the students see that you're human, or I'm human. It lets the students see, oh wow, okay, that makes sense. I'm 50 years down the road, and they're 14, 15 years down the road. So there is a huge difference, but at the same time, it's the same road. I encourage teachers to look at their students as equal human beings. I'm not better than my students. Do we know more? Yes. Do we have authority in the classroom? Yes. Should it be respected by the students? Yes. Is it always respected by the students? Absolutely not. And sometimes that's where the problem is. But I guarantee you, if you address issues in your class, always keeping in mind that the student is another human being like yourself, and only deal with discipline in a way that you would want it to have been dealt with you, you'll do much better. Now, I was not a very good student. My high school years are pretty horrible. I was the kid who sat in the back and, very much like the Breakfast Club, lit my shoe on fire in the back of the class and learned that you can't just pad out rubber. Yeah, it reignites. It's pretty crazy stuff. I had some teachers who handled it fine. I had some teachers who didn't do well with it. But I remember those who treated me like a human, I responded to better. And those who treated me like the jerk I was, I didn't respond so well to them. You need a plan. I use something called a hallway conference, but have a plan on how you're going to deal with those students. Beyond writing them up. Writing them up doesn't do anything. A lot of times all they want to do is go to the office, and I'm absolutely not going to give a student who's acting out in my class what they want. I will not do it. I will find all kinds of other creative ways to do things, but I will not cave in and give them what they want. Writing them up is the least effective thing I have found. Talking to parents has been the most effective thing I have found. I keep records of my phone calls so that if I do need to involve an administrator, I can help them see the picture of what's going on in my classroom by showing them the notes I've taken on the phone call. It's really that simple, giving as much information as possible. Also trying to empower the student, trying to give them as much responsibility for their actions and letting them see that responsibility. That's kind of what I do. Parents. Sometimes that adversarial relationship occurs with parents. They extra credit. That's the big one that we get here. We don't offer extra credit. The fact is we offer credit. Credit for what you do. And a lot of times students who are asking for extra credit haven't done the standard credit that needs to be done. So I'm not about to give them extra when they haven't done the basics. Now, how do you present that to a parent? A parent who wants the best for their student. And that's exactly what I do, is I talk about what's best for the student. We talk about, do I offer makeup credit? Of course I offer makeup credit. I have no problem with that. We schedule a time either before or after school, and that student comes in and takes care of his business or her business. I'll tell you one of the things that has helped the most, proactive parent contact. Getting in touch with parents within the first couple of weeks of school and saying, hey, I'm your student's teacher, and I am looking forward to teaching your student. I don't know him well or her well right now, but I do know that they are in my class, and so far what I've seen looks really good and promising, and I'm excited about helping them succeed this year. And visit a little bit with them if they want to, but just let them know that you're in contact. If you ever need active parent contact or reactive parent contact, you can call them. Say, hey, remember we talked at the beginning of the year? I'm your child's teacher, and this is what's going on in the classroom. Do you have any suggestions on how I can better work with your student? You'd be surprised at how open they are to working with you if they've already had contact with you. I understand that administrators have a different job than teachers. They have a bigger picture in their mind than I do as a teacher. As a teacher, I have my classroom. I have my 120 or so students. I have the team that I work on. I have the department I'm a part of. You need to realize you don't know everything they know. And you need to come at it from the aspect of knowing what you know, and if necessary, sharing that with them, but also understanding that what you see as the best solution may not be the best solution. We all have times when we are pretty sure we could do a better job than those people who are overseeing us. And sometimes we're right. We might have a better way. But the bottom line is we are teachers. Focus on teaching. Focus on teaching those students. And when you have ideas and you have solutions that you think might work and you present them and they're not followed through on, just because someone doesn't do something the way you want it done doesn't mean they're bad. It doesn't mean they're evil. It doesn't mean they're lazy. What it means usually is that they have a different picture than you have. And they're going to do what's best for the big picture. So, there we go. I enjoy learning with you. I enjoy teaching with you. And together, we can take over the world.